They've won 10 of their last 12 games after starting 1-5, and they've hit points on the board for
and muscles. She's got some strength. They're able to finish a lot better at the rim.
Immediately, Alyssa Usby with the deep seal and the bucket. The tip by Usby. She's trying to run out front. Indy Navarre says, I'm on the board. Not quite. Clean up by Usby.
I mean, we've seen her game all just in these few possessions, everything that she can do. All things Usby, as she's done, as you said, some great things in her career here at North Carolina.
How about Renaya Kelly in her second season, knocking that one down? The super sophomore. 6 on the shot clock. Off the bounce, held up by Indy Navarre. As Ciara Bolden knocks it down.
She's at Oklahoma, so lots of pieces lost there, but they're now finding their new identity, and that's why they're here.
North Carolina here, as well as Maria Gocting, is able to get an opportunity from their roster, losing 8 players to the transfer portal due to the realignment. So we mentioned they started the season 1-5 as they're able to connect there as a team. And he said a lot of these players were never go-to players within the program, and now the confidence that they have has gone through the roof.
And that's tough, tougher than people actually think, to be a role player and then have to step up and have that confidence. Of course, that travel.
She's got her about 4 inches. Up top, and again, Maria Gocting now with 5 points. Another touch from Maria, going at Reese again, and connects, sorry. Stila Heidi on the inside, and Maria Gocting feeling herself here in Chapel Hill.
Shooting 27% in that quarter as well.
Off the glass, and you're seeing more of the offense as they're now in double figures. How about the North Carolina defense? In our little triangle, Oregon and Duke will face off on tomorrow as the 3-ball from the corner. And still, the drought, could this end it? And yes! On our way to the halfway point of this quarter. Pull up, good! A.J. Marat. And looking to build. Allie Schimmel. Extra pass to the corner, turned down to get a better look at the rim. And they can tie or take the lead here. They scored the first bucket of the ball game and tie it here.
Momentum, and it starts with Schuler. Big body, big bucket to the basket for the guard.
Quick release by Marat, and she is lethal.
Again, just a calming factor. Both ends of the floor, not just offense, but defensively as well.
Carolina gets on the board. First foul against Usby and a quick pull-up. A.J. Marat is feeling it in this game, and we're seeing a couple of defensive changes, too, for Oregon State. That'll change it. Lainey Grant knocking down the first triple. Schuler putting on the moves on the glass, why not?
Overpassing, but I'll tell you, ain't overpassing it. Schuler getting to the rack, and I love the move there. Look at the finish off the glass.
Less than a minute here in the first half. Quick pull up, good. Jordan Zubich decides to go with 10. Pulls up. Bottom of the net. Takes the lead by 2.
As she made her presence felt in the paint.
A quick look for Lexi Donarski, and that has to feel good.
This is exactly what North Carolina wants to see, is some shooting, some connectivity from the outside. And how about it, Lexi Donarski, the sniper from outside, able to lock it in.
Usby picked up her second foul on that last play of Donarski. She's got a hot hand to start, why not? Second 3.
Some heat, you said it, or 2 3-pointers in a minute. All you had to do was see one in, and then the other one drops, and the bench loving it.
Begging for the ball, going against Maria. Cross court with 3 seconds, and that might have been deflected indeed by Renaya Kelly.
Yeah, I mean, they got to continue to have that patience, get that inside-out ball movement. I love Schuler and her attack to get it moving inside out.
Like that?
Exactly like that.
Here in Chapel Hill.
It has been the Lexi show indeed. Feeling it, lighting it up from 3, stretching that.
All because Lexi Donarski chose violence in the second half. And another punch.
Does it defensively as well. She gets the steal to the bucket and count it.
She has
just trying to give a little effort, extra push, literally defensively, but those two have been battling in the paint.
Lexi freed up again, is unconscious for AJ Marat. Lexi Donarski with 14 points, and Oregon State now with 4 points as Reese stretches the floor for the triple.
I'm gonna have to continue to chip at it, play some defense here, get some scores.
Up and under. As Maria gets it again. She's got 11.
Exactly. The reason why North Carolina has been successful all season long, even ACC play, as they led with their field goal percentage defense.
Maria wanted the contact, but that was a great block by Sela Heidi. Reese off the bounce, the up and under against Alyssa Usby, gets her own rebound, kisses it off the glass. Reese. Maria gets the ball back and tried to track it down after being tipped. Lexi again!
They're sitting in that zone, trying to take away the paint looks, but you gotta look out for Lexi Donarski. Lights out.
But on 4 different occasions, we've seen them drop back into a zone as well.
Which I like. They're really mixing things up, which really has disrupted, as you see now, the offense of Oregon State.
Navarre in on the action. Navarre back to back, of course. 7 left. Grant. Raining threes here in Chapel Hill. Another look at it as Crisp has it on the wing. Quick crossover. One-handed take. One at the end one, but that'll do. Off the glass. That's a good one. Katarina Fejeda. A gentle reminder that North Carolina lost 3 of their last 5 games. They lost to NC State in the ACC tournament and semis as well, trying to find their footing. They did have, as a 3-ball goes down in the corner for Tierra Bolden. But this was a team trying to find their footing. They had a little bit of a spell without Alyssa Usby, who had an injury a couple of games before the ACC tournament. There'll be a hockey substitution for North Carolina at the next dead ball. Corner 3 for Bolden again, just short. Fejeda. Now we've seen just 3 for 20 outside. And North Carolina continues to pile it on.
They completely lost Usby there.
Alyssa Usby with 8 points and 8 rebounds. That means that zone, she needs just 1 more for the record. India Navarre, there it is. And the 2 points to add to it. You can see the relief for AJ Marat. The baseline jumper good. Lexi, another touch pass. Yeah, that's gonna be on the highlight reel. 6 on the shot clock for the Beavers. Heidi pulls it and drains it. Phil, you almost want to see more of it. because of the height difference.
Exactly, that's the advantage you could take with bigs like that, having that touch around the rim, but
the double team comes in, but Renaya Kelly picks it off. Navarre over the rim, now with 8. A former walk-on, put on scholarship last February. Pulls up, blocked though by Kennedy Schuler. Layla Hall, how about the defense on the baseline? And another one at the rim. Sierra Toomey with the deflection. As they're approaching the 2-minute mark and have a sizable lead over Oregon State for a 14 seed for the first time, but still reining it in. Reese wanted another one, puts it off the deck instead. Turns around on Toomey and connects. And North Carolina, Sydney Barker pulls up and gets it. It was a storybook season for this group. That really struggled at the beginning. It comes to an end while the Tar Heels continue.
They've definitely got to give themselves a pat on the back for the fought that they've